When a newborn puppy enters the world, its biological defenses are entirely outsourced. It relies on maternal immunity, absorbing specific antibodies directly through mother's milk. This passive immunity provides an immediate shield, but it is strictly temporary. The puppy is operating on borrowed time and has not yet developed an immune system of its own. This chart shows the exact timeline of that protection. Starting around 6 weeks of age, the maternal antibody level drops steeply, hitting 0 by week 12. This rapid degradation creates a severe vulnerability window. Without the mother's antibodies and without its own internal defenses fully online, the puppy is left completely exposed to the environment. That environment contains highly fatal pathogens. Parvovirus, for instance, is an invisible assassin that attaches directly to the rapidly dividing cells of the gastrointestinal tract. It destroys the intestinal wall so quickly that the puppy suffers severe dehydration and violent illness. Canine distemper operates differently, but is equally lethal. This highly contagious virus spreads through respiratory droplets, bypassing the gut to directly attack the dog's respiratory and nervous systems. If a puppy encounters these viruses without prior protection, the pathogens replicate too fast. The dormant immune system is completely overwhelmed before it can even recognize the threat, let alone mount a defense. The only way a dog survives these specific environmental threats is if its immune system is explicitly trained to fight them before the first real encounter ever happens. Vaccines deliver that training. They act as biological training dummies, introducing inactivated or weakened, known as modified live, versions of the real pathogens into the body. The immune system detects these artificial invaders immediately. Because the introduced virus is weakened, white blood cells safely scan and map its structure. Once mapped, the body mass produces custom antibodies, geometric proteins designed to lock onto that exact viral shape and neutralize it on contact. This process leaves behind a permanent cellular memory. If the real, full-strength disease ever enters the body later in life, the immune system already knows how to defeat it, turning a potentially fatal infection into a minor, unnoticed event. Instead of injecting a dog for every single threat individually, veterinarians use combination vaccines. The essential core shield for all dogs is the 5-in-1, often referred to as the DHPP vaccine. This single dose neutralizes 5 distinct diseases simultaneously: distemper, hepatitis, parvovirus, parainfluenza, and Leptospirosis. For dogs with higher environmental or lifestyle risks, such as those frequently visiting dog parks or boarding kennels, veterinarians utilize an expanded shield, the 7-in-1 vaccine. The 7-in-1 keeps the core 5, but adds targeted protection against canine coronavirus and varying strains of adenovirus. These combination cocktails efficiently consolidate what used to be multiple separate biological vulnerabilities into a single defensive upgrade. Curious, Tom, this brings us to a common source of frustration for new pet owners. Why do puppies require an exhausting series of shots every 3 to 4 weeks until they are 16 weeks old? The conflict lies with those lingering maternal antibodies. These proteins cannot distinguish between a dangerous virus and the life-saving vaccine, so they intercept the vaccine and destroy it before the puppy's own immune system can learn from it. Because we cannot predict when maternal immunity vanishes, a single early shot is a gamble. Veterinarians solve this using spaced repetition. By delivering doses at 8, 12, and 16 weeks, they ensure one dose bypasses the fading maternal wall, successfully activating the puppy's immune cells. This rigorous schedule ensures protection transfers seamlessly from the mother to the pup, leaving no window of time where the dog's internal defenses are offline. Once that puppy schedule is complete, the adult dog possesses fully developed antibodies. If they sniff a contaminated puddle on a walk, their mature immune system instantly recognizes and neutralizes the threat. But this chart illustrates waning immunity. After vaccination, antibody levels naturally deplete over a 1 to 3 year timeline. This steady depletion is why adult dogs require annual or triennial boosters. The booster forces the immune system to generate fresh antibodies, resetting the reserve back to maximum capacity. Immunity is a perishable resource. It requires active, scheduled maintenance to keep the defensive shield online. Active maintenance extends far beyond the individual pet, creating herd immunity within the local canine population. A fully vaccinated adult dog acts as a dead end for viral transmission. Because the virus cannot infect that host, it cannot multiply or spread. This inadvertently creates a safe zone for vulnerable newborn puppies who are too young to be vaccinated themselves. Treating a disease like parvovirus requires days of aggressive hospitalization, intravenous fluids, and severe suffering, often costing thousands of dollars with no guarantee of survival. In stark contrast, a single combination shot safely neutralizes the threat before it begins. Adhering to the combination vaccine schedule achieves an outsized biological result. It provides invisible armor, securing the health of both your individual pet and the wider canine community.